What's up guys, it's Apollo Uchiha here and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm back with a new story. The name of the story is What If Naruto Was Betrayed and Sent It Back in Time as Terminator. And yeah guys, it is an unscripted story and my own idea. Now before continuing this, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. And without any further ado, let's begin with our today's story. Roll the intro. Our story begins in Otogakure as we go towards the center part of the hidden layer of Orochimaru, where we see inside a lab that there was a huge container in which an amputated, beaten and bruised and mangled body of Naruto Uzumaki was hanged, and his vitals were fluctuating as a person with glasses on his face was monitoring them, as a person from behind with yellow eyes with slits came into view. And any changes, Kabuto? So far nothing. The vitals, they are not getting stabilized, Orochimaru-sama. Yet another failure of a drug. Orochimaru-sama. What? Instead of stabilizing, how about we switch his body entirely? And how would you suffice we do that? I have the layouts. I have been thinking about this. Thinking about what? The Project Terminator. Terminator? You will see. It is something that I came up with. Interesting, said Orochimaru, as Kabuto ran somewhere and brought out a book. There were, information upon information that Kabuto wrote down of how they could make this happen. Interesting indeed. But what about Naruto's regeneration drug that we are working so hard upon? You think that anyone would care? Because if Konoha did care, they wouldn't have just left him to die at the hands of Akatsuki. You are right. You see, what happened was, as we go into a flashback, 16-year-old Naruto Uzumaki, after defeating Pain, was making his way back to Konoha. As he saw the people were celebrating, he was panting and visibly passing out. And after he did, he woken up to see that he was tied to chains inside Konoha, and one of his leg was amputated, and so was one of his eye because he couldn't see clearly. What the hell? And after that, he was handed off to the Akatsuki by Danzo, who was the newly instated Kage. And his teammates, his friends, they did nothing but look down in shame. They could have tried something, but they did nothing. And after that, the Biju was extracted from him violently, and now he was here. As now we have an end of the flashback, where we see Naruto opening his eye, a single lone eye which was now devoid of life and completely lifeless, as he looked through the glass towards Orochimaru and Kabuto, as both of them were shocked, as Naruto said, "Do it. You know that could be dangerous. There will not be a shard of humanity left within you, Naruto-kun. I don't care. They want a monster. I will give them a monster. Even after I saved them, this is how they treated me. Don't get me wrong. You see, Tsunade Hime is searching high and low for you, because she has woken up from her comatose state. It doesn't even matter now. I'm gonna get revenge on those people, one way or another, and she will be nothing more than a hurdle to me. How will you get revenge? I have my ways. I have a plan. That is all you need to know, Orochimaru. Are you willing to help me or not? I'll be your test experiment." Perfect then. I guess we all agree here, gentlemen. Then we will begin. And after that, we see that 5 years passed, and in these 5 years, Danzo didn't stop right there at Konoha. He went as far as to throw, daimyoship and take over even the whole land of fire. And after doing so, he militarized the whole nation, brainwashing them. And after that, we see within 3 years, he was waging wars on different villages. So far, he has captured Taki, Snow Country, and even Rice Country. But Oto was well hidden. Even amongst the wars, we see that Orochimaru has kept one project at least hidden and safe. Naruto Uzumaki, Project Terminator. As now we see 5 years of hard work, blood and sweat and tears Orochimaru and Kabuto put in. Naruto or Project Terminator was ready. as his eyes come to life, but instead of blue hues they were red. As now we see Naruto then spoke. Did it become successful? He said after a bit of glitching out. Why is my voice sounding like that? It's a bit of a glitch in the voice box. You don't need to worry about anything, said Kabuto. How about you look at your new body? As Naruto looked at himself, and he was a complete machine now. A skeletal looking machine. Is that all? Yes, this is your skeleton. I mean, you can even breathe and live without any sort of, skin whatsoever. But you don't have to worry about that. You see, I have that covered. We were able to extract some of your tissues and make some synthetic skin for you. Believe it or not, it is quite good. I see. What has been going on for the past 5 years? As after revealing the whole truth to Naruto, Naruto was shocked. So Danzo is the one behind this. Danzo and the elders. They, alongside the civilian councils and some of the corrupt shinobi council members from lower clans, are the ones behind this all. The clans that we knew about, such as Yuga and all your friends, they have been killed in the resistance, alongside with Tsunade, who was executed a few months back. What? Said Naruto as his eyes glowed red. And that's not all. Akatsuki. Their mission failed. Danzo has become some sort of a savior for the other people by stopping the Akatsuki, and they are treating his ways as if he is right. They have seen him as a god of their own. Well, I'm about to go and kill that god. You will need weapons. As suddenly in Naruto's vision, a huge surge of memories came as he began to develop at a hyperspeed rate, and instantly developed a weapon. As after that, he drew blueprints. I need some resources. We will source them for you. I don't get it. I was the one who obstructed your way of getting Sasuke. Why are you helping me? Because I was able to find what I was looking for, Naruto. What? A perfect way to secure my body. And that was, as suddenly we see Orochimaru as he was standing there bursted out into a bloody red pulp as a metal half humanoid Orochimaru came out. And that was to infuse with this metal body myself. So you have become one, like me. No, not completely. I still have a bit of humanity left, you see, because I love to keep myself as I am. Funny, coming from a person who used to take over his victim's body and faces. Well, let's just say people in due time change and have a taste of change as well, Naruto-kun. I mean, look at you. You were once going to be Hokage and the savior, as my friend Jiraiya claimed. Do not say that man's name. That man has done more good than any of you. But then again, he also held some secrets back. That it is correct. We all have skeletons in our cupboards, Naruto, that you don't need to open. So what are you gonna do? For the time being, I need resources. After you have given me those, I will make that weapon. As after that, we see Naruto went on other pet projects like life cells, which could go on for more than hundreds of years. Naruto was able to install one within himself instead of 1 month cell and keep 5 at bay, because if he needed them, they will be there, and those cells will be unused and won't deplete of any charging or whatsoever. And that is not all. Now we see after a few months more, Naruto was completely covered in skin, his own skin, as he was looking at himself. His hues, which were blue, had a red lining in them. It is time for me to take action. Are you gonna go like this, Naruto? I mean, you will turn some few heads, but not for the good reason whatsoever. Funny. Kabuto. Here, how about a change of taste, because your orange, let's just say, was eye-soaring. It was a black jacket, white underneath shirt, and a black pants with shinobi sandal. As Naruto put them on. Where's my headband? Here. As Naruto grabbed that konoha headband, and with a single nail, scratched the headband from the center heart, causing a huge slash to be caused within it. As after that, Naruto tied it on his head. Let's roll. As Naruto after that moved to the outer world to see that the whole world was in chaos. I can't sense anything. Even though you are a machine, we have tried our best to replicate the human senses and all. This is the best we could do at the moment. You don't have to worry. I'm already developing. Developing? What do you mean? Said Orochimaru and Kabuto. We don't need to worry about that. As after that we see, a few years passed and no news from Naruto was heard whatsoever, and Kabuto and, let's just say, Orochimaru was getting worried because the whole world was in chaos, because now we see that Danzo wasn't stopping anymore. He has gone mad within the power that he has grasped and went on to wage war not only on Kumo but the whole elemental nation himself, and was trying to conquer the whole world and bring it under his thumb and rule. And no matter who it was who stood in his way, he would cut him down. And that is when huge metal flying objects and machines came into view, which were starting a war of their own against them. And leading them was none other than Naruto Uzumaki. As first that was freed was Kumo, but Kumo wasn't freed. They were placed under a new management and were told that they should never use and abuse their powers whatsoever, because even if Naruto has turned into a machine, he was still himself. He won't kill anyone who doesn't deserve killing. As after that, one by one, different nations were freed, and finally it was turned for the land of fire. And Danzo and the elders, they were having none of it. They were afraid because these machines that have just appeared, they were causing havoc. And all those things that they have captured, the towns, that land, it was taken from them within an instant. They were more powerful, an unknown enemy. They were forcing the Snow Country under their thumb, trying to replicate it, but so far they were not able to do anything. And that is when they heard the news. Danzo-sama, what is it? Snow Country has been taken away from our control. It has been breached. What? Yes. We have lost our comms from them. And it is those machines. As that is when a huge screen came into view. If you're reading this, Danzo, I have a news for you. Naruto Uzumaki. Yes, it is I who you think I am, but I am different. Because the Naruto you killed and broken was a human. You wanted a monster, right? A monster that you could claim to be a hero of killing off. You got a monster now. All you have to do is just kill me, Danzo, and people will claim that you are a hero. Or is it the other way around now? You are nothing to me. I have broken you once, taken everything away from you once. What makes you think that I won't do the same again? Because I'm gonna go and start a war of my own. I'm declaring a war on Land of Fire. Be prepared, because within a half an hour, there will be no Land of Fire anymore. You talk too much, big kid. This is a big place. In no way you are going to destroy it within half an hour. Meet the fat boy. As a huge bomb was dropped from the air by a jet that flew by from there. As soon as it dropped, everything started to evaporate, turn into nothing more than dust. See it from your own eyes, Danzo. Your destruction. No, this isn't over. I will. Before he could finish, he himself turned into skeleton and then into ashes, before completely turning into nothing. As Naruto was standing just on the outskirts of Land of Fire, witnessing the explosion himself, as his skin burned down, and so did the headband, as the metallic parts of Naruto's body and skeleton came into view. I told you, I will get my revenge. As after that we see, Naruto took over everywhere in the whole elemental nation, and placed a new rule, the rule of the Skynet, in which he uploaded his consciousness and became one with it, and was now controlling his models, the Terminators as they were called, and they were the new peacekeepers of the land. After that, the Otsutsuki's invaded, and they tried their best, but in the end they too were captured and corrupted by the Skynet and made into slaves for Naruto. As all of this was going on, finally two of the persons who were behind all of this were called. Kabuto and Orochimaru. Why have you called us here, Naruto? As a holographic face of Naruto appeared, only for one reason. I need your expertise in one of the experiments of mine. What experiments? I am going to go into past or send one of my soldiers into past with my consciousness. And what will be the mission? The mission will be simple. Save as many as possible. And what will be the time be? Right after I was, well, sent it here and Danzo betrayed me alongside the konoha. Are you sure about this, Naruto? You'll be on your own starting from zero. It took you more than 10 years to get where you are and the piece is already preserved. I know. Then why trust us? You know that we are the ones who have done many atrocities in the past. That is true, Kabuto. But you have done something good. Because of you, I was able to develop such a high advanced level of, well, machinery. And not only that, was able to bring peace to the world as my sensei wanted. Naruto, this is not you. You have achieved what you wanted, but at a lot of cost. I can save and change multiple timelines, and the past as well. The possibilities are endless. I can go back to the time where Sage was, even. And make sure that he doesn't give any of the humans chakra. Then you won't be able to come here. Well, you see, that is the thing. Our entire universe, this one specifically, has become an paradox. We will exist no matter what happens. It has been solidified. What do you mean? I have sent some in the past, but the time machine was broken, so I couldn't call them back. And they have sent one signal only back. And that was, the mission was completed. And what was the mission? It was to execute Danzo Shimura and the other elders, obviously. How many? Well, let's just say it worked, so how many, Naruto? A few thousands. Exact number. 30,000. 30,000. You mean to say you discovered 30,000 universes, different from us but like us? Yes. And you killed 30,000 variants of Danzo and the others? Yes. I have saved them. And those universes still do exist. We call them by the numeric numbers. Here they exist. What about the rest? They are in a different pattern. You see, the boundaries are endless. Many boundaries are endless. In each universe there exist new branches of different universes. My god. This knowledge, Naruto, you can... I know. I can be whatever I want to be. Basically, as Kabuto said, a god. But that is not something I desire, because I have achieved what I wanted to in my universe, and I want nothing more than to achieve this in all the universes that is possible. But that will be forcing your will, Naruto. There, as your sensei have said, there needs to exist some evil for the good to prevail. And we cannot always win. I will make sure that the odds are changed, Danzo. Are you going to help me or not? I will help you, but only because you want to go back in time. Good, good. Then send me back to the day I was born first. Because I will deal with Obito Uchiha first. Because he's the one who was behind the attack, first of all. As after that we see, the time machine with the help of Fuinjutsu this time around was completed. And Naruto's Terminator T-1001, which was an exact replica of the original Naruto that they created, was sent back in time with the life cell. As soon as he was sent back, now we see it was the October 10th, all those years back, the night of the QB attack, as there was a warp hole that activated, as it was at the moment when Naruto was grabbed by the masked person, and instantly the masked person head was blown off, as the baby was about to fall, but a person behind it caught it, who was wearing a jacket and had blonde hair and 3 whisker marks. Here you go. Take care of him, please. Who are you? Let's just say I'm a person from the future who came to save you all from a bad, terrible night. As after that we see the said T-1000 then went into the future to see if anything has changed. And to his surprise, Minato and the others were condemned because their son still has become Jinchuriki. How is that possible? Turns out Naruto, after searching, or T-1000 after searching for a bit, was able to find clues that Kushina, after that, because of the extra success, released the Biju, and this time around there, causing huge amount of destruction, but luckily no one was dead. But still huge amount of destruction was caused, and everyone was afraid of Naruto, and didn't trust Minato's words. And not only that, Danzo took this chance, and that is when we see Naruto or T1001 activated again, and this time around in an older version of himself, because he still had Naruto's synthetic skin. He was making his move and hunting down the council members one by one. As after the 10th death, we see another council meeting was called. So far, Danzo was the only one left alive. Even the two others besides from them were dead, aside from Hiruzen. Naruto, Minato, what are we gonna do? This person is killing everyone. No matter how much we try to stop him, he just won't stop. He's like a killing machine. And that is when the window glass broke, as in came an older version just similar to Minato and Kushina. As wearing a black jacket, white underneath shirt and black pants with shinobi sandal, he stood there with a gun in his hand, a shotgun. As he pointed towards Danzo, Danzo Shimura, this is your 150,000th incarnation that is deemed to be executed because of your war crimes that you have committed in this timeline. What do you mean? Hiruzen Sarutobi. This person over here has committed treason and war crimes in each and every timeline we have visited. I am T1001 of Naruto Uzumaki, who is known as the Skynet now in my timeline, from where we are sent to different dimensions and timelines to save them from a destruction that is caused by this man's havoc and some of the Otsuzukis. Otsuzukis? Yes. See? His kid is a demon. No, I'm much worse than that, you see? As Naruto or T1000 grabbed his face and literally ripped the screen off, as Kushina screamed, and everyone was shocked, as from beneath it came a metal skull and glowing red eyes. I am a Terminator. And with a single gunshot, Fire Danzo's head was blown off. As he then turned towards Minato and Kushina, you don't need to be afraid. We are doing this, or my Naruto from my universe is doing this by sending us to prevent other Narutos from different timelines to suffer the same fate that we have suffered. Wait, seriously? He has already altered and changed the future, and I am here to make sure that he becomes the Skynet. Willingly this time. What do you mean? Wait, Skynet? That is the plush doll that Naruto has. That is not a plush doll. That is a capsule that stores the memories of our Naruto and the horrifying memories of the other Narutos that they have been through. The torture, the suffering that this village has given it. Here, watch it for yourself, as all of them watched and reviewed this, and then watched the timeline from the future, which has been altered already, as they were shocked to see that this Naruto went through enough, and even after all that he did for the village, this was the end result that was given to him. And not only that, Danzo has gone fully mad and did all of that monstrosity. The clan heads, the civilian council member, everyone was then executed. Those at least that were left were at least not killed by Naruto. As now we see Naruto's skin regrew instantly, as the T1001 was sitting inside the Uzumaki Namikaze estate, with Naruto and his newborn sister Mito, surprisingly, who was 2 years old, as 2-year-old Mito arrived and looked at Naruto curiously as T1000 examined her, and was quite shocked as he signaled this data to the Skynet Naruto, the real Naruto, as he instantly switched the consciousness with him. As now we see Naruto's eyes, which were glowing red for a bit, turned complete blue. Mito-chan, I have a sister, he said, visibly showing a smile, as both of the parents who were there just sitting in silence were shocked. Naruto? Said Minato. It's finally nice to meet you, Toho-chan. Wait, it's you? Yes, I am able to switch consciousness between me and my soldiers, or the remnants that is sent back in time. I just wanted to say that I'm sorry for this forceful actions. I know that you might be not proud of me, but this was the only way. Because the timeline from which I have lived, I could not fathom anything like this. I'm happy the changes that have occurred here. I have a family, or at least this Naruto has. As that is when Kushina came and literally grabbed Naruto's face with both of her hands, as she then said in a motherly tone, "This is your family as well, Naruto. You are our son, and we want to say that we are proud of you. Even if your methods were extreme, you did what you deem fit and saved the world. And we saw that in the end you were able to preserve peace. Thank you." As Naruto hugged both of them, "Thank you so much." And then he stayed there for a bit, and after that a portal warp opened as he stood there. "You know, it was fun, but I have to return back. Hopefully, this time around many things would have been changed." As after returning back, we see Naruto connected to Skynet again as Skynet activated, and he then got into the T1 millionth that he has created, the next generation of the Terminators, with nanobots and much more originality, completely looking like a human, even capable of showing emotions. As Naruto entered the Skynet new body, and then went on for a walk, for the first time in many years. As Naruto went out, he saw that the whole world has been developed by him and his continuously growing consciousness, subconsciously, and it has helped evolve the people to the point that they were living the most leisure and happy life, and the defensive systems of this world was way beyond any other Naruto universe that he has visited, or his remnants have. As he then arrived at a border, away from the contamination area which was supposed to be Konoha. Warning, contaminated area, open the gate. As instantly the gate was opened, as Naruto stood out, the gate was closed. As instead of the contamination, there existed a world, the village, the land of fire. Everything was there. And the people, they looked like they were shocked because it was a cloud that surrounded that area and they never ventured there, because whenever they did, nobody returned. And a man was coming out of it, with blonde hair, blue eyes, an adult man. As now we see, he ventured at the gates of Konoha, and that is when his eyes fell upon something nostalgic. It was Sasuke Uchiha, Sakura Haruno, and himself, which he was quite shocked to see, and Kakashi Hatake, who was standing there. Wait, then what am I? If I exist here and I didn't turn into Skynet, then what am I? As that is when an old Terminator who was wearing a Kage robe arrived. Welcome, Naruto-sama. Wait, but I brought you back your T-1001. You are wrong. I look like him, but I am Terminator T1, the first Terminator created by this Naruto that you have seen. I was the one, the Skynet plush doll that you left behind in the past. I was able to teach that Naruto, and he was able to create you. What? That doesn't make any sense. You're welcome inside. As after that, Naruto went inside, as he was seeing everyone with shocked expressions. Konoha was changed. It was developed like the Skynet nation that he has created, away from those clouds on the other side. And his T1 version, the Skynet plushie that he has left as a remnants of his memories, was actually the one who did all of this. You have done well. Thank you. As that is when the real Naruto arrived. Oh, hey, T1, who is this? This is you, the one who sent me back to the past to change the future. But it seemed that he still exists, and he's shocked to find it. Wow. So I look like that when I turn into a machine, huh? That is awesome. Kind of cool, you know? Yeah, no. I used to say that a lot. As that is when an older Kushina and Minato came. Naruto? Is that You, son? Hey, Ka-chan, Do-chan. Even though I met you guys like, a few hours back, I guess it's been a lot of years, huh? A long time, son. How have you been? I've been fine. I came from those clouds, but that is a place where we never set foot in, because T1 here told us to never go there. Those are some explosive gases that are surrounding them, and he made an environmental thingy that cleans out the environment. I know. I saw that, and I was shocked. At first I thought that my world that I've created would disappear with this Naruto taking over instead, and I wouldn't exist once I return. But I exist, and I'm shocked to find that out. Turns out that I have turned into an anomaly that will exist throughout the whole time-space altogether. Well, whatever you did is getting way over my head, said Naruto. As T1 then said, you still need to learn some advanced robotic classes that we will have in the evening. Ugh, I hate studying. I better go and spend some time with Hinata-chan. Hinata? Everyone is alive. I forgot. Yes, they died. Seriously? Just like that? I would have thought that I would have died like a hero. As hearing this voice, Naruto's eyes were open as he turned behind to see it was Jiraiya who was standing there. Oh my god. What? You talk like you seen a ghost, kid. As that is when he was bonked on the head by none other than Tsunade. Geez, stop threatening him. You talk like that I'm a threat to him, Hime, at all. I mean, he is the one who is from the future, remember? The one who is from behind those clouds and all that. As Naruto was shocked to see two of the most influenced people that he had in life, like mother and father, standing in front of him. Hirasanin. Ba-chan. Yes, kid. Thanks to you, nonetheless. And I'm suffering because she finally gave in and... Yes, we married, kid, said Tsunade. Wow, that is awesome. As now we see, Naruto then said, you're welcome any time you want to visit that place. I welcome you with open arms. Here, just use this gadget. And T1, you did good, soldier. You're free to do whatever you wish. Seriously, sir? Yes. For the first time, I'm giving one of my own soldiers his free will. Thank you. Thank you all. As after that we see Naruto left with a smile on his face. And as soon as he returned, we see two of the old people that were standing there. Kabuto. Orochimaru. Why are you smiling that, Naruto-kun? It seems you were able to create a new suit for yourself to walk around finally and get out of that shithole that you call office. Hey, it's not that bad, but yeah, I guess it was fine and fun to walk around for the first time in many years. So, why are you smiling like that again? If you don't mind me asking, said Orochimaru. I've changed the past. All of them exist now. Seriously? Yes. The Skynet doll that I sent back to the previous Naruto of the past, of my timeline, turns out he didn't become a Skynet. Wait, then how do we have become an anomaly. The Skynet nation has become one as well. Wait, then does that mean that we exist? Yes, we exist in a paradox timeline that is similar to ours and is ours basically, but different. Like two-way direction that connects into the same road. Yes. Awesome. Amazing. But because of the atomic bomb that we launched on Konoha, that exists in the form of a cloud surrounding us from different sides. So I'm hoping that we will be able to connect different nations from their future counterparts, so they will be able to see what is or what was supposed to be their future that has been changed, and now it relies only upon them to see that their future is better than their, well, this one. That is correct indeed. Yep, let's work for that. Hey, I'll drink to that as well. As after that, Naruto then said, hey, why not? I can go for some ramen and all. And after that we see Orochimaru, Kabuto, and Naruto walk off, as they had a lot of plans to do. And Skynet City wasn't going to run by itself. They needed its leader and generals. Naruto Uzumaki, Orochimaru, and Kabuto Yakushi. And as for Danzo, let's just say he had another hell coming for him. Because even in the main timeline, before Sasuke could kill Orochimaru, a Terminator appeared and killed him. As Sasuke began to call him to stop and face him, as the Terminator turned back and said, shotting him in the kneecap, "I'll be back. Just wait and see." As after that, he disappeared in a portal. As this is where I'm going to be leaving the story off, guys. I hope you like this one, and if you do, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. As this is Apollo Uchiha, and I'm signing off for the day. Peace.